The man picked up some cow dung and smelled it. Instead of being disgusted, he was actually very excited. Then he smeared the cow dung all over his body, using this method to cover up the smell on his body. After getting everything ready, they crawled forward cautiously. When the man made a gesture to stop, they lay still on the spot, because in front of them was the herd of yaks they were going to hunt, which was also the only hope for the tribe to get through the winter. With the man's shout, they rushed towards the herd of yaks fearlessly. They threw the spears in their hands with all their might, successfully making the herd of yaks run towards the cliff. In the chaos, a large number of yaks fell off, but some yaks started to run around in all directions, and even turned around directly, aiming at the humans who had hurt them. A yak attacked a young man. The boy was exactly the chief's son. The chief desperately wanted to rescue him, but it was already too late. Although the spear successfully killed the yak, the boy was also thrown off the cliff. Fortunately, the boy grabbed the rocks on the cliff face. The next second, the rocks crumbled. The boy fell down along the cliff, and landed on the rocks in the middle of the cliff face. Seeing this, the father wanted to go down to save his son, but the tribesmen stopped the man. Because the man was their chief, the man had to lead the tribesmen to bring the beef back to the tribe. The tribesmen in the tribe were still waiting for food, so the man could only accept the death of his son. To commemorate the boy's heroic act, they made a stone pile on the edge of the cliff, and then led the tribesmen away. But soon a vulture flew beside the boy. Suddenly, it pecked at the boy's mouth. The boy woke up instantly, grabbed the vulture and threw it off the cliff. However, in the narrow space, he could only press his body against the cliff face. Then the boy started to try climbing down. Suddenly, his shoe slipped. Fortunately, he reacted quickly, and grabbed the top rock with both hands. Just like that, he hung on the cliff. But the bad thing was that, at this time, there were flashes of lightning and rumbles of thunder in the sky, and it started to rain heavily in an instant. Soon his whole body was soaked, and his arms gradually couldn't hold on anymore. Looking at the river formed by the rainwater below, he came up with an idea. He could use the water flow to buffer the gravitational force. So he let go of his hands and fell down. As time passed, the boy woke up again the next day. He took off his shoes and found that his foot was dislocated. So he wedged his foot between the stones, and then simply fixed it with a wooden stick. Then he came to the tombstone on the top of the hill. This indicated that the tribesmen had already given up on him. He could only vent his anger on the stones. But what he didn't know was that a pack of wolves not far away had already set their eyes on him. Just as he filled his water bottle by the river, the pack of wolves still found the boy. So he quickly ran towards the trees ahead. Unfortunately, a wolf bit his ankle. In this critical moment, the boy stabbed the wolf with a dagger, and thus escaped the danger and climbed up the tree. The next day, the pack of wolves finally left, leaving only the wounded wolf behind. The boy made a sharp spear. Then he approached the wounded wolf. When he raised his weapon and was about to kill the wolf let out a pitiful sound. The boy finally gave up. He untied the rope on his weapon, and used the rope to tie the wolf's mouth. Then he picked up the wolf and went to the riverside, and patiently cleaned the wolf's wound. What kind of story will happen to them in the end?